Everyone tells you the same lie. Just work harder, and success will come. But if hard work alone created success, then why are millions of people working themselves to exhaustion, while still living the same life year after year? Why do some people spend decades grinding, only to end up frustrated, broke, and forgotten, while others achieve extraordinary success without looking like they're working harder? The Stoics discovered something centuries ago that most people still refuse to accept today. Success doesn't reward effort alone, it rewards direction, discipline, and control over yourself. In this video, you'll uncover why hard work by itself will never make you successful, what the world's most disciplined minds understood that everyone else ignores, and the Stoic principle that can completely change the way you chase success forever. Stay until the end, because the final lesson may save you years of wasted effort, and completely transform your future. Before we begin, hit like, subscribe, and let's uncover the truth about success that almost nobody is willing to tell you. Here's the uncomfortable truth: most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're moving in the wrong direction, with incredible determination. Imagine climbing a ladder every single day, only to discover years later that it was leaning against the wrong wall. That's exactly what happens when you confuse hard work with progress. The Stoics believed that effort without wisdom is nothing more than wasted energy. You can run faster than everyone else, but if you're running toward the wrong destination, speed only gets you lost sooner. Look around you. There are construction workers lifting heavy materials for 10 hours a day. There are nurses working exhausting night shifts. There are parents juggling 2 jobs just to survive. No one can honestly say these people don't work hard. Yet many of them still struggle financially, emotionally, and mentally. Hard work was never the missing piece. The missing piece was leverage, direction, and control over the things that actually produce long-term results. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that being busy is not the same as being productive. Today, society praises people who are always busy. People wear exhaustion like it's a badge of honor. They brag about sleeping 4 hours a night, answering emails non-stop, and never taking a break. But Stoicism asks a different question. Busy doing what? Because meaningless effort, repeated for years, is still meaningless effort. Success begins the moment you stop asking, "How hard am I working?" and start asking, "Is what I'm doing moving me toward the life I actually want?" That single question separates people who stay trapped, from people who quietly build extraordinary lives. Every successful person eventually learns that discipline without direction becomes burnout, while discipline with purpose becomes unstoppable momentum. This is where most people become trapped. They believe that if something isn't working, the solution is simply to work even harder. So they wake up earlier, stay up later, sacrifice their health, ignore their family, and convince themselves that suffering is the price of success. But suffering without strategy doesn't create success, it creates regret. The Stoics never glorified unnecessary struggle. They glorified intelligent discipline. They believed every action should have a purpose, every sacrifice should move you closer to your goal, and every habit should strengthen your character instead of destroying it. Epictetus taught that before doing anything, ask yourself one simple question. Is this within my control? Think about how much energy people waste every day worrying about things they can't control. They complain about the economy, their boss, their competitors, social media algorithms, other people's opinions, bad luck, and unfair circumstances. Hours, days, even years disappear because they're fighting battles they can never win. Meanwhile, the truly successful quietly focus on what is always within their control, their attitude, their discipline, their decisions, and their consistency. That's the hidden difference between successful people and everyone else. Successful people don't have more hours in a day. They don't have fewer problems. They simply protect their attention. They understand that attention is the most valuable resource they own. Every distraction steals a piece of their future. Every excuse weakens their discipline. Every meaningless activity quietly delays the life they say they want. Seneca warned that people aren't given a short life, they simply waste most of it. Think about that. How many hours disappear every week scrolling through your phone, arguing online, comparing yourself to strangers, or waiting for the perfect moment to begin? None of that feels dangerous in the moment. But day after day, it slowly steals your potential. The hardest worker in the room can still lose, if they're constantly distracted by things that never mattered in the first place. So, if success doesn't come from hard work alone, what does it actually come from? The Stoics gave us the answer centuries ago. Success comes from disciplined action, repeated in the right direction, over a very long time. That's why your first priority should never be working harder. Your first priority should be choosing the right path. Before you spend another year chasing success, stop and ask yourself, is what I'm doing today creating the future I actually want? If the answer is no, don't work harder. Change direction. Start protecting your mornings. The first hour of your day should belong to your purpose, not your phone. Spend that time learning, planning, training, or building a skill that compounds over time. Read books that sharpen your thinking. Exercise because a strong body supports a strong mind. Build habits that continue paying you years from now. Small improvements don't feel powerful today, but multiplied over months and years, they completely transform your life. The second Stoic principle is ruthless focus. Stop trying to do everything. Every successful person eventually learns that saying no is more valuable than saying yes. Every distraction costs you something. Every unnecessary commitment steals time from your purpose. Focus on one meaningful goal, master it, then move to the next. Remember, sunlight warms you, but a laser cuts through steel. Focus creates power. The third principle is patience. Modern culture wants instant results. People quit because nothing changes after a few weeks. But nature doesn't work that way. Trees don't grow overnight. Muscles aren't built in a day. Great businesses, meaningful careers, and powerful character are all created through consistent effort over time. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to stop demanding immediate rewards. Instead, become the person capable of earning them. When your identity changes, your results eventually follow. And finally, stop measuring success by what other people have. Social media has convinced millions of people that they're behind in life. But you're not competing with strangers. You're competing with the person you were yesterday. Every single day you become a little stronger, a little wiser, and a little more disciplined, you're already winning. That's the Stoic definition of success. It isn't fame. It isn't money. It isn't status. Those things may come, or they may not. Real success is waking up every day knowing you're becoming someone you can genuinely respect. So don't leave this video believing hard work doesn't matter. It absolutely does. But hard work without direction is exhaustion. Hard work without discipline is chaos. Hard work without patience becomes frustration. Combine hard work with purpose, focus, self-control, and consistency, and you'll become unstoppable. Always remember this: success doesn't belong to the person who works the hardest. It belongs to the person who refuses to quit, refuses to lose focus, and refuses to waste their life chasing the wrong things. Master yourself first, and success will eventually have no choice but to follow. If this video changed the way you think about success, comment "I choose discipline" below, because that's the moment your transformation begins. If you're ready to stop chasing empty motivation and start building real success through Stoic wisdom, hit the like button and subscribe. Every week, we share timeless lessons that help you become mentally stronger, emotionally unshakable, and impossible to stop. Now click the next video on your screen, because success isn't built by watching one lesson, it's built by applying them every single day. I'll see you there.